Hi, I'm Lyndon Thorpe, and before I tell you what this is, I'd like to tell you why it exists. I've spent decades working with people around pressure, performance, and presence. As a teacher, as a writer, and an embodiment mentor. And I've watched what happens when the nervous system is pushed beyond its limits. When my brother was in his early 20s, he pushed himself relentlessly to become a teacher. It was his dream. And one day, his nervous system simply couldn't take it. Back then, we called it a nervous breakdown. Today, we call it burnout. He never stepped into a classroom ever again. He was psychologically pensioned off at the age of 22. And I was there during the recovery, which took 3 years. That experience made something very permanent inside me. I don't want people to wait until collapse to take the body seriously. Because burnout doesn't start as collapse. It starts as a slow internal leak. Less presence, less aliveness, more pressure. And then the mind tries to compensate with willpower. So I created something simple and direct. The Burnout Risk Self-Check, nervous system overload and imposter pressure indicator. It's free. It takes about 5 minutes, and it's not a medical diagnosis. It's a body-based self-report tool, a guided series of questions that help you measure what most people never measure. How present are you in your body right now? How alive do you feel? How aware are you, really? And after you take it, you're not left guessing. I'll review your responses and you'll have the option to book a free results interpretation session with me. Now, if your system is overloaded, here's the kind of work I do with people to begin restoring regulation. I start with 3 things. First, language. Because the language you're using is often the sound of your nervous system, and I guide you into a mindful state where you can rest and then bring you into whole body listening so you're not trapped in mental noise, which most people are. Second, breath. Not generic breathing, conscious, rhythmic breath that gives the vagus nerve something steady to follow. And third, your spine, because your spine is a living axis. When it's collapsed or braced, your system stays in defense. So we can restore uprightness not as a posture performance, but as regulation. And from there, if you need a fast, stabilizing step, I may recommend a 30-minute recalibration. Or, if what you need is deeper recovery and realignment, I'll guide you into the longer lodestone pathway. Over the next few days, I'll be posting short videos showing exactly how this works, how to complete the self-check smoothly, and what the patterns can look like. If you're still functioning, but you know something is leaking inside you, start here. I'll put the link right below.